45%. Right now, 65% of all jobs created in America are created by small businesses. These are facts. These are not Republican rhetoric. These are facts. Look them up on your own time. You'll see that they're true.
You define small business.
Yeah.
What is small business? Thinking a mom and pop store,
It goes by a certain amount of employees. Off the top of my head, I don't know what the cutoff is for the number of employees and so on.
500 is medium size. Over 500 is large size.
Right, I know over 500 is large, but small business is under 200 and something?
Way under 200.
Right, it's under that number. So small business goes by the number of employees, but...
Answer. If you're telling me that I'm a small business owner and I have less than 200 employees, and you're saying that those are the ones that make the most money, they do. I totally agree with you.
Right.
But they're not the top 10% of the moneymakers in this country. They are not. They are not.
A lot of the ones that are paying the individual tax returns are. I think you're talking about the big corporations that are in a different category.
I said the top
10% of wage earners.
Of wage earners. Top
Yes.
10% of wage earners are not small business owners with less than 200 people working for them.
A lot.
They're not.
A lot of them are in there. I hate to tell you this, but a lot of them are in there. A lot of the startup companies, a lot of the new companies that are creating the jobs are the ones that are paying the most taxes. They're making over $200,000 a year. And according to the plan put out by the president, 200 and 250 we would raise taxes. Do you agree, though, that the plan is, under the president, if you're over $200,000 or $250,000, we would increase massive tax increases?
On the wealthy.
Tax increases. Okay. Do you agree that those are the small business owners? A lot.
No.
Okay. All right. Go ahead, sir. And then you. Actually,
because we put ourselves in tremendous debt.
right.
Fighting a war that I oppose.
Okay. Thank you for your service.
But I'm not in division, but I'm marching.
God bless you.
I'm marching against the article of the 43rd. My president did. We wasted $1 zillion of our money paying Chinese money with an interest. I do believe also the president, our defense budget, to have it too low with money which can be changed. It's a problem on both sides.
Okay.
It's a problem of revenues. It's a problem of revenues and expenditures.
It's a very good point.
And in the middle requires the sacrifice of all of us. Indeed, I'm a senior congressman and agree that I too must review what our occupation is on Medicare. Maybe I must contribute more.
If I
So, when we stop saying to each other that it's black or white, it's truly not serving our country.
Okay, and that's very good arguments. I think what the gentleman said in recap is that we have two problems. We have a spending problem, we spend too much money, and we have a revenue problem, we're not generating enough revenue. And one of the fixes is cutting the defense. So let's just, I think we have a slide on what...
And they have proved that those tax cuts, 70% of the wealth is spent that money on luxury items for themselves.
Right.
I can't help them, and if they're in their 40s and their 50s, they're still sick. And they need pills, and they need to go to the doctors, and the wealthy, like I have relatives that are wealthy that went out and bought luxury yachts when the tax cuts are granted and the tax cuts are put. But my patients, I have are suicidal, elderly, and people in their 40s and 50s get sick, and we should try to split each other from each other. We can't just not make it.
Yeah.
My patients can't pay their rent in this neighborhood. Their Social Security check is $1,100, their rent is $1,000.
Okay.
All right, so I'm just
So
saying
you
the
see-
deficit is due to the Bush era tax cut.
The whole deficit is due to the Bush era tax cut. And it's luxury items. It doesn't go to the economy. Okay, let me just ask a question. Listen, I've worked my whole life, my parents worked their whole life. We come from Brooklyn. I live in Staten Island. It's not like I'm sitting up on some hill somewhere looking down.
Your budget.
Is it against Medicare?
Yes.
It's going to dismantle Medicare. First of all, CBO numbers, not my numbers. In 9 years, Medicare, as it is now, will be bankrupt.
That's not true.
That's not true. The CBO is lying.
The Affordable Care Act.
The CBO went out and said that as it
68% of the cost that a senior is going to pay for Medicare. This is it.
right now, 68 cents.
68% of their healthcare costs they're going to have to pay under your plan.
As of right now,
This is the CBO number.
68 cents.
Your plan, you voted for it.
Okay.
68%.
CBO also said that in 9 years at the current rate, it will be bankrupt.
That's not true.
No? I can't. Well, I'm sorry?
Not a fact.
So you think that we can just tax our way out of this?
No.
To close the gap with Medicare, we would need to raise taxes 60%. 60%. So it all comes back to that. We need a single-payer system. No. Does anyone disagree with that? Yes. The gentleman in the back disagrees. Let me hear an opposing view. The gentleman in the back disagrees. Go ahead, sir.
We got Obamacare over the objection of most Americans. And
Hey, wait, no. Ma'am, I'll ask you to leave in a minute. I'll ask you to leave. Hold on. Ma'am, you're out of order.
Let's remember the rules.
Everyone else got to speak. You have to let him speak. Now you're screaming. That's inappropriate. No one's been screaming. Okay, but then you should leave. We have to be respectful. Affordable Care
we
Act.
got the Affordable Care Act rammed down our throats. Okay, the American people do not want it. And as everybody who was a critic of that plan knows and is learning every day, it was true, everything that was said. Exemptions for 1,000 companies, exemptions for unions. Why? Because it's not a proper plan. It'll bankrupt this country. And now, what's the argument? This country does not want a single-payer plan.
And he is still covered under her plan, not getting rid of it because he is in college and he's over 21.
Do we have any problems with the fact that it'll take $500 billion out of Medicare Advantage?
No.
Okay, do we have... Hold on. Do we have
If a Republican proposed that, they would have been crucified.
That's true. That's besides the point.
Ryan just proposed it, you guys voted for it.
Hold on. You can't just yell out. Come on.
If someone says something that you know...
Okay, but then we have a melee and it's not respectful. Because I think if we don't do something, if we don't change the path that we're on, these programs are not going to be sustainable in the future. Yes. Because I think that will result. That's a fair question. Why do we not support single payer? Great question. With my heart of hearts and with my soul, I believe that will result in rationed care and it will destroy the health system. I really believe that. And unfortunately, when polls... Unfortunately, most of Americans agreed over time. When they did the polls, people did not want the Affordable Care Act.
But they want to
Okay, and that's a fair criticism. I'm not saying we go to polls. I'm saying where I stand. I disagree with a single-payer system. I know that there are people from all over the world that are very, very wealthy and very influential. And when they need a major operation, they come to the United States of America with the best care in the world. I think that a single-payer system destroys that.
Single-payer system.
I'm sorry?
Medicare. What about the Medicare?
Yes.
That's what it is. We know you disagree.
Medicare is single payer.
You're proposing to eliminate single payer.
I'm not proposing to eliminate Medicare.
What about VA? VA is single payer.
Okay, can we ask that we, please, let's just...
If you all just want to shout and scream, there's no purpose in screaming. too. It's not just a meeting for you. This is a community.
If